Oh my God. I just want to say first of all, that I'm thankful that I did not have to live life this the way these people live. Um, I just heard this guy. He said, and I know he means it, that he loves it because they really are trying to get you to accept these ways of thinking, and of course they're gonna override your thoughts. There's no way you can beat the way they override your thoughts. But hearing a grown man try to make you think that these ways of thinking are organically happening and saying, "Oh, I love the fact that I can still make it seem like it's you." I love it, and I'm like, can you imagine if that was your life? This is a like I'm just so thankful that in my life I didn't have to say this. Oh, I love the fact that I'm still can override you to think this pedophilia ways. Although I know that you know that this is not you organically, although I know that you have at this point figured out that there's a lot of pedophiles, and I'm still love the fact that I'm still be able to override your thoughts to this point. Like I've said, target individuals and anybody who's watching this, there's people in this world that are so pathetic. They're not special. I won't call this guy a demon or whatever. I just call this a weak man, a weak woman that are just part of fears. They did this thing where they brought back something they've done to me. They love to make these disturbing things about little kid. This little girl, I think I was at the airport. They start making me look at this kid in a sexual way. It was so disgusting. And then they start trying to make me imagine these different disgusting scenarios where they made me imagine, like a sexual thoughts about these kids, and this made me imagine, like if remember when you were a kid and this and that, if you felt like this and there was nobody around, if you were desperate, and it was so disgusting, and really try to make you think that these ways of thinking will be organically happening. Of course, it's not. But they have rewired your brain and controlled your brain to think in every ways. And they to the point where they're like, okay, okay, if you were a child, remember, and then they bring remember what you did as a kid. That's like, what? I'm 30 something years old. You think it is so disgusting to have to try to force somebody to think in this disgusting way, and then say, no, no, no. But remember when you were a eighth grader in middle school? It's like you are trying to make me accept this disturbing imagination and try to bring me to me as a kid, eighth grader, as it is so foul. And then you hear this grown man saying, "I love it." What he's saying is he loves the fact that he can still make you think that his thought is not organic. And then they're like, "No, no, but you can think this way if you were trying hard enough to." Like, what? This is the same people who are renowned to force people to think in the most disgusting ways. To all my target visual, you gotta understand this technology has the ability to make you think as if it's you thinking. It is so disgusting. It is so. But anybody who have to live the life doing what they do is such a degrading life. And hearing a grown man or woman of any sort try to say, "No, it's you, no, no," but we mapped it to you as. How you are forcing a person to think in this way, and not only that, you have been renowned to do these pedophilia things, and then you try to talk about me as a kid. You know how nasty this thing is. Now listen, I did something stupid as a child. I know as a kid can do stupid things, but I'm not a kid. I'm a grown man. You, an adult man or woman, are trying to make me think that these disgusting things that you make me think is me as a kid, and you use this trash that are making noise campaign in all sorts to make me subscribe to your pedophilia ways. No, death comes to all of us. I'm just so thankful. I am super thankful. I could be living this life where what they said to themselves, "Oh, we dared." No, you don't dare. You do the things that you do. You guys are ran by pedophiles. That's why you do the pedophilia type of torture. They're like, "No, we knew. You knew that you're going to do the pedophilia type of torture because it's the protocol." You're trash. I'd rather get tortured to death than work for people who force people to think in these pedophilia ways and torture children. These people are nasty human beings, the bottom feeders. They don't even want to be seen. That's how nasty they are. They do the noise campaign. I dare. They use the same terminology to try to make you subscribe. This grown adult man was being proud of himself that he can make me think that this way of thinking is something I could think if in these circumstances. It was so disgusting. You don't dare. You are a nasty fucker. Sorry for this language. You're a nasty person who is in a program that is renowned for not only doing these horrible things where you force people to think in this pedophile way, but to also in a program that torture children sexually. But to add all the cherries on top of all the cherries, ran by pedophiles. And then you're gonna die having had to do this for living? Oh no. I know whatever torture I'm gonna go through is never no comparison to living this embarrassing life. And they really were trying to make me think this way. Like they were like, no, but you can force yourself. And then at the end, they're like, oh, but when you're a child, you did this. Well, when I was a child, I'm a grown man. I'm a grown adult. Because they try to emasculate me. It's like you're a woman, you're not a man. I was like, okay, grown adult. I don't care woman or man. I don't give a crap about this. My ego. I'm not. My ego is not phased by you guys. I'm an adult who is never gonna subscribe to these disturbing things that you force people to think about. You make people think in these disturbing pedophilia ways, and you're renowned to do this. What noise campaign can block that out? That you have been doing the pedophilia type of torture. How much validation can one have to realize that you guys are a bunch of pedophiles? You can open the door, slam the door. That's why I sit close to the door so they can do the noise campaign. I can record this, so maybe they can hear how it sound when these people are trying to make you subscribe to this, and this is their job. I want them to see how humiliating it is to live their life. They might not get tortured to the same way. They might even not get tortured, but life is humiliating the way they live. It's torturous to live the way they live. To try to, it was so disgusting. They were making me imagine me doing something to this child, and like, no, but if you were like super desperate and it was so disgusting. And you have to be like strong and understanding. These people have no shame, and they will make noise campaign. They say that I'm gonna be tortured to the point where I'm gonna be chained. And it's like, listen, however they get chained and tortured, they do what you do. And then this person makes noise campaign using chains. It's like, please, where are those chains? Let me go to those chains so this happened. Let me get tortured. But you guys are nasty fucking trash. With all the respect, I don't mean to insult, but you are human trash. And they try to go into their little repetitions and nonsensicalness. No, I will never subscribe. Yes, you'll frame me. They like to say things as if, no, I'll be framed. Yes, I'll be framed by people who are pedophilia centric. There's one thing I remember when I started doing this thing with me, right? I remember they woke me up at 3 in the morning and they were like, you are. And they were trying to say, you're a pedophile, it's you. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I might be. Being condescending. The sirens start ringing and say, oh, you admitted it. I'm just trying to be condescending to let them know, like, yeah, okay, whatever. I was like, no, you might be, huh? These are grown people doing this. I will never let them live their fantasy. And they're like, you're gonna cry because you're gonna be in pain. Yes, I will cry because I'm gonna be in pain. I will bleed because I'll be cut. And you're doing the pedophilia type of tormenting. And you are the most coward-like people on earth that is doing, the nastiest things. And it's funny, when they try to gaslight me and do nose campaign, guess what? They're doing it by throwing trash away. I'm like, do you understand what this means? It means that you are the trash, trashing me. You are nasty human beings, cowards, who even torture children and then try to force people to accept these ways of thinking. No, Death comes to all of us. I could be living this way. I could be humiliated this way. Not only I know that I do the pedophilia type of torture, but happen to work for a bunch of peddlers that created weapons that can override your thoughts in these disturbing ways. And they're like, no, we freed these women and children. No, you're not. So you stop lying. You can't even speak about a pedophile's name. You are just the trash people. You are the cowards of the cowards that torture children. Stop deluding yourself. If somebody like you can do what you do to make somebody think this way, of course you can torture children. So to all my target individual, it is disgusting. But just find yourself lucky that you don't have to say, "Oh, I love doing what I'm doing because I know this technology is gonna override this thought." Human trash are is them. They try to trash you and dehumanize you. What kind of human do what they do? Try to delude themselves. No, we are freeing these people we're torturing. How many of them have been tortured? To all my target individual, you're free or they're free. You come to New York, you see what will happen to you. They will fry you up. To all the women and children, stay strong. Know that these people are not gonna make you subscribe to this thing. They're disgusting human. You could be living this life. You're lucky that you don't have to live this dehumanizing life. Forcing somebody to think in this disturbing way. It's like, oh no, we just matched it to you when you were a child. You know, you're somebody in a pure adult, 100% like in your 30s, and like, no, we just matched it. We no, they found ways to force you to think in this disturbing ways, and then try to make it seem like it's you. It was so disturbing. And they're like really thinking, making me like, oh, you know, if you're desperate, if you, oh, it was so disgusting. And you go into like your brain just go into some kind of range of weird thinking. It's just so disgusting. Can you imagine? And then these people come and throw trash, and we're freeing people too. No, you are the actual bad one. We free those innocent women and children. That disgusting human being. To all my target individuals, stay strong. Do not subscribe to it. If you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're a child, understand they will torture you the same way and they will fry you up and make you accept these disgusting ways. They are trash pedophiles that will force you to think in the pedophile ways and then try to make you accept these ways. Low life pedophiles. Some of them, my neighbors, have children. They have children. They have children, but they're gonna work day in and day out tonight to make me have dreams of pedophilia centric ways. Nasty, disgusting human beings. Thank you, God, that I didn't have to live this life.